watching CI Living, at home in your community.
Well, when your hair looks good, you feel good. And that's pretty much the mission here at Something You Salon and Spa. And I'm joined now by the fabulous stylist, Carmen Hergis. Thank you for having us.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, so you really want people to look good when they leave the salon here. Some people may, though, be having some hair loss issues, which may not feel like something you can fix,
right?
But you can now.
Yeah, so for the longest time we had so many different extension options that weren't available for people who didn't have hair on the top of their head. So now we have toppers that are integratable with the natural hair of the client that can be worn by themselves with the client's hair or with extensions as well too. So now we really have an option for almost everybody.
Okay, so this is kind of like a glorified toupee.
Yes, we don't like that word anymore.
Yes. But is that kind of what it is?
So everyone loves to wear extensions below their hair, but when it comes on top is kind of where it gets that bad rep from, which is where a toupee comes, and the bad toupees are what people come to mind with. But the nice thing with this is that it's completely breathable. The hair is almost sewn onto more of a net, so the natural hair comes through it. You can still access the scalp can still breathe, and it looks a lot more natural than something that's just a big chunk of hair on your head.
Oh, absolutely. You've got an example here. So this is what an example of an integratable hair topper would look like.
Yes, so they come in different sizes and shapes too. This is the pretty standard one. This is the piece that she's wearing as well. You can see the size of it is pretty much the size of the top of your head. They can come in smaller or bigger ones too, depending on what the guest needs. But this little netting all comes through, so then that way it is breathable and you can still access your hair and your scalp too.
Who would be a good candidate for these hair toppers?
We see a lot of people who have hair loss on the top of their head with it. As long as they have a good connection points around their head, we can pretty much work with anyone. For those who don't have much hair in the front, we do offer tape down options, but there's still options without shaving your head. That's another rep that toupees get, is you have to shave it and glue it to the scalp. This method does not do that. So most men do need a standard toupee. Men with longer hair could still wear this, but it is still taped down to the hair, not to the scalp necessarily, so you don't always have to shave the hair.
Okay.
She is wearing one that it's not shaved at all. There's no tape at all.
And now, how long will these last?
So the piece itself can last up to a year to a year and a half, depending on which quality it is. The 7-star quality hair can be basically tied on. So we would send it back. They would re-add hair to it, and then they would send it back, and you could wear that again for another 8 months. The maintenance itself goes every 3 weeks. After the initial install, they would come in, we would add new connection points. Another 3 weeks goes by, we take it off completely, and then re-add everything.
Okay.
So it is a little bit more maintenance, but the appointments themselves can take less than an hour. But so it's not a very long service.
She can still wash it, dry it, style it, just like normal hair or an extension.
Yep, yeah, so it's complete 100% Remy hair. It's the highest quality that they can offer, and the hair itself can be curled. It can be colored still. We just don't recommend lightening it.
Okay.
So color itself, we take it off completely and then color it.
And looking at her hair here, you would never know that she has any type of extension or hair piece in, because it just blends so naturally. It looks fantastic.
Yes,
and
that's our goal.
It has to be such a confidence boost for those people who may be struggling with hair loss to have this option. Wow, I mean, it's just a transformation.
Absolutely, yeah. We do have a lot of people who they've never felt confident with their hair before, and now all of a sudden they have the hair they've always dreamed of. So that's great for us too, because we just want to make people feel good too. So it's awesome that we still finally have that option now.
Okay, now if people are out there, they're interested, and they're like, oh my word, this seems like this would be a great option for me. What's the process like getting started? So
we do a consultation prior. We make sure that they're a good candidate. It's mainly their lifestyle that we want to make sure, like, are you super crazy with your hair? Is this something you can deal? The nice thing about them is that you can still swim, you can work out, which is unlike a lot of clip-on toppers. So the consultation goes through all of that. We make sure that they're okay with coming in every 3 weeks, because that is a commitment. And then once that is all decided, we do take deposit, and then we would order their piece. A few weeks later, it comes in, and we get it all put on, and that's really all they have to do is just have a consult, which we are offering free for the next month too.
Okay, so great time is now.
Yeah, time is now.
If you are interested and want to learn a little bit more about these fun new additions that you have here at Something You Salon and Spa, let's quickly go over everything else that you have here, because it's not just these that are brand new. Extensions. Everybody seems to be loving extensions these days.
Yeah, we are pretty extension heavy in the salon, which is great, because when do you get the hair of your dreams just born naturally, you know? Everyone wants the longer hair. They want different colors and stuff. So we do offer the integratable toppers. We have tape-ins, we have fusions, and we have hand-tied. So we have all those options so that way we can give the best experience to every guest because everyone's hair is different. Each method is different too. Their lifestyle is different. We want to make sure we can cater to everyone.
Well, yeah, and training is of the utmost importance here at Something You Salon Spa to make sure that your stylist is on the, know of everything going on and how to properly install the hair extensions. So, yeah, this is a great place to come check out if you're in need of a new little do.
Absolutely.
So let's kind of remind everybody where you're located here in Champaign.
We're at 807 West Springfield Avenue in Champaign.
Okay, well, she looks fantastic. I love the transformation. And maybe you're interested in an integratable hair topper or just fun extensions. Definitely want to check out Something You Salon and Spa here in Champaign, and we do thank them for sponsoring our segment this afternoon.